Welcome back to you both after Easter. Michael, your moment since we were last on air.
I want to mention the fact that it was decided not to prosecute Damian Green, and the Director of Public Prosecutions made it very, very clear that there never had been any reason why he should have been prosecuted, that the information he was dealing with was actually in the public interest to be known. Now, I think this is really important because I think when anti-terror police seize a member of Parliament, a senior member of Parliament of the opposition, and search his office, because he's done nothing other than embarrass the government, you actually move the country quite close to Zimbabwe.
Well, did you ever think that you would be in a country where an MP who's doing his job, as Labour MPs did when they were in opposition, including Gordon Brown, would be threatened with life imprisonment?
No, I was completely appalled by that. But I think I was most appalled by the fact that at the end of it all, the Home Secretary seemed to think that nothing strange or untoward had happened. And, you know, if the police had been reading the newspapers, they would have known that the stuff in which Damian Green was dealing was stuff purely of embarrassment to the government and to the Labour Party. Some of it was about which way Labour MPs were going to vote.
Of no national security.
It's well, more than that. I mean, it is fundamentally important that this thing has been stopped, because otherwise we would not be a free country today.
Okay, very important. Diane, your moment.
Well, just to show we're not entirely parochial, mine is an American story. President Obama released this week legal advice on torture. It was specially drafted legal advice which showed CIA officers how to torture, but not torture enough to be illegal. It's caused a huge row in the States.
And Sean has gone right up to the top.
Yeah.
I see tonight Condoleezza Rice was involved in the decision.
Exactly. Obama actually wants to move on, but a lot of people actually want to put people on trial. And I think what would come out if it goes further is the extent to which the British Secret Service were implicated.
Yeah, this story's not over yet, is it?
Not over.
Many aren't. We always knew that Wednesday's budget was going to be grim. Now we know how grim. A flood of red ink for as far as the eye can see. A vice-like squeeze on public spending to come. And tax bombshells all over the place, from the return of the fuel escalator to much higher taxes for big earners. Keeping the top rate of tax at 40% was once a key plank of New Labour. Now it will be 50% or even 60%, depending where you are on the income scale, giving us the fourth highest tax rate in the developed world. So is this the death of New Labour?